There is a desperate plea for help finding missing University of Virginia student Hannah Graham. She vanished about a week ago. Police and Hannah's parents both believe someone knows something, and they're pleading for them to come forward with information. Here are the parents.
I think that the reason that Hannah has such marvellous support is that this is every parent's worst nightmare. I'm certain that everybody in this room and those watching knows that what happened to Hannah could happen to their child. We need to find out what happened to Hannah and make sure that it doesn't happen to anybody else.
The police chief is Timothy Longo. Charlottesville, Virginia has been working this story 24/7. Chief, good morning, and thank you for your time today.
Good morning, Bill. Thanks for having me.
I know you want to speak with a gentleman by the name of Jesse Matthew. Do you know if they knew each other? Did Hannah and him know each other?
Bill, we have no reason to believe that they did. Clearly, they met that night. They were together on the downtown mall. We believe, investigators believe that Jesse was the last person to see Hannah before she disappeared. And look, Jesse, if you weren't, come forward and tell us that. If you parted ways with her, tell us that so we can get on with this investigation. We're keeping a broad eye with respect to this, but we really do need to talk to Jesse Matthew.
So you're convinced 100% that's Jesse Matthew walking with her on that surveillance tape?
Yes, sir, we are.
Right. You had quite a development over the weekend because Jesse Matthew walked into the police station on Saturday.
He did.
Why did he do that?
You know, I can't speak for Jesse. I don't know what his state of mind was or what drew him into the police station. My hope was that he was there to talk and to help us and to, explain to us what may have happened to Hannah. He was there briefly. He was with family, and he asked for an attorney. We obtained one on his behalf, and the attorney came. They spoke briefly, and then they left. And as I've said a few times this morning alone, we knew no more about Hannah's disappearance than we did the second he walked in the door.
Why is that?
He really didn't share any information with us. There was conversation, cordial discussion between him and the investigator, but nothing with respect to Hannah or any encounters that he had with Hannah, any words that were exchanged, any time that he spent with her. Really no information whatsoever.
Was he interviewed, Chief?
He was not formally interviewed, no, sir. He asked for an attorney, and as I indicated, we obtained one on his behalf.
Right, but
after
could he have been interviewed, or was he behind a lawyer?
Well, I suspect at the point that he asked for an attorney, it all hinges on some very complicated legal issues as to whether, one, was he in custody? Did he have the right to an attorney at that time? He wasn't in custody. He came in voluntarily. He was free to leave. We honored the request that he made, and once he obtained counsel and spoke with him, as I said before, they walked out the door.
Yeah. You searched his apartment, right, and his car. Could you have talked to him then?
There was a brief conversation with him at his home. I don't know to the extent of that conversation. I don't know that I would call it an interview. But detectives did speak with him at that time.
Yeah. Had you considered him suspicious at that moment?
Well, certainly we came to his home for the purpose of executing a search and seizure warrant on a vehicle. In fact, we were to seize that vehicle, tow it, and then subsequently search it. It was during the course of that process that additional probable cause developed to obtain a search warrant for his residence. I can't go into what that probable cause was. Suffice it to say, while we had probable cause to search property, we did not have probable cause to arrest him, nor a sufficient legal basis to detain him.
See, Chief, you know where I'm going at with this. I'm trying to figure out when he became suspicious, because he's in the police station on Saturday. Now, was that a missed opportunity?
I don't think so. Again, he was not in custody. He was free to walk out that door. We had no probable cause to arrest him, nor reasonable suspicion to detain him. And I'll tell you, Bill, when he is taken into custody, we will have firm probable cause in which to do so. I don't want to do anything that's going to disturb the opportunity to successfully prosecute a case, whether or not Jesse Matthew is the appropriate person or not.
Chief, he sped off some time later. I heard you earlier today say that it was how much longer was it after he was at the police station? Did he take off in his car?
Yeah, I don't know precisely the amount of time. I learned it probably a couple hours after he left the police station, but I'm told it was much, much sooner. I think Detective Sergeant Mooney said it was as soon as 15 minutes after. I don't know whether that time is correct or not.
Was he being trailed by police at that time?
Overtly so.
One more thing. Your emotion has brought a lot of attention to this story. And you are deeply involved in finding Hannah. Why does it hit so close to home for you?
Well, because I'm a parent. I have 2 daughters and 2 sons, 3 grandchildren. And, you know, as Mr. Graham said yesterday, in so many words, if you're a parent, this has to strike you at the core. And as I said earlier today to someone, you know, this might, to some might seem like just an 18-year-old college student that's gone missing, but this is someone's little girl, and I can relate to that.
Chief, good luck to you, okay? Really appreciate your
Bill.
time this morning. I know you're working day and night. Stay at it, okay? Timothy Longo, Charlottesville, Virginia. Thank you. Martha.